Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here. Welcome back to the channel. This video here is just going to be a bunch of random clips of different tasks that we're doing around the farm. So just come along and enjoy the video. So here's looking at one of the fields, and it is dry. But this field has a pivot on it. So, but before we can turn the pivot on, even before we can plant, we're going to have to start wetting the dirt down. So I've got to get some water out of that nurse tank, put it in this drum here, so that way we can prime the pump and get some lubrication on the seals before it just starts cold turkey and with the seals being dry. So let's put some water in this little tank right here. Okay, that last clip didn't turn out. Had a board sitting in front of my lens on my camera, so I'm here at another pump house for that pivot there across the field right there. So we got to fill this drum up. So let me get everything hooked up. Okay, again, I don't have my tripod, so I'm going to have to hold this in one hand and just try to do everything one-handed. It's on. And that's it. Should start filling up. And make sure this is turned off. That way the water don't leak out of the tank, because we're not ready to turn the pump on yet. Again, you have to be careful of rattlesnakes around here. They like to hide in this brush because there are plenty of rabbits and squirrels and everything else that they're trying to get. We still have to harrow that field over there, but we'll harrow it and then turn right around and turn the pivot on and then start planting. So I'll bring you back when this is full. Okay, so you can see it's full. Just turn the valve off so that no more water's coming out. Turn the pump off, and I'll have to have two hands, so I'll bring it back in a minute. Okay, so now to unhook, get ready to go to the next task. Okay. Scott from Heritage Farm, Texas, if you're watching, that's our spade there, our cousin Jim's spade that he uses to move his pecan trees when he wants to relocate some. Okay, you see two valves here, and again, I don't have my tripod, so can't do this, can't film and do this one-handed, so what I've got to do is get the valves, or all this stuff off of the valves, because I need the two valves. So I'll bring you back when that's done. Okay, just another task. The big tractors, one has a fertilizer spreader behind it, the other one is getting ready to plant. So here JW is on the smaller 7130 with the rolling cultivator. I'm sorry, not the rolling cultivator, just the cultivator. And just plowing up that last little bit of grass right there. so that way it's got a fresh pile of dirt for the planter to come behind. And you can see it is dry. And this field here is non-irrigated, so the seed's going to have to go a little bit deeper to try to find some wet dirt, which means it'll take it an extra week at least before it breaks out of the dirt, because it's got to find some moisture before it can germinate. So let's just another task to sit here and do on a daily basis. Here we got John unloading a pallet of corn seed. He's also pulling a nurse tank full of nitrogen. We're in the middle of planting corn. So all John did, we just turned the power to the motor. He turned the power to the motor, but Jim's out there on the tractor. Don't know, see if I can zoom in where you can see him. He's out there planting, but he's got to go out there to the end of the pivot right there, and he has to turn it on from out there. But we'll move to the end of the row and you can get to see how dry and dusty this is. It's like a powder keg. I know you can't see this far away, but Jim's got the tractor stopped and he's backed up at the pivot base, and he's going to turn it on, so we should start having some water soon, because this dirt is dry. The seeds are being planted a little extra deep to try to find some moisture in dirt and not this powder top. Okay, I haven't moved, and you saw in that clip a moment ago that pivot was straight across, and you can see now it's turned to the left, and what Jim's doing is walking it just to see how big the circle is going to be, because everything under the pivot will be planted at one population, and everything that the pivot doesn't cover will be planted at a different population. Because dry corn, or what we call dry land corn, cannot be planted as thick as irrigated corn, because it's got to fight harder for the moisture, so therefore you can't have as many plants. So you see the pivot's running, so it's wetting the dirt and wetting that corn seed. So, and I don't know if you can tell the difference. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the difference between what gets watered and what doesn't get watered. So in future videos I'll try to remember to show this part, and you can see the difference between what irrigated corn looks like and non-irrigated corn looks like, because you got a whole triangle right here that is going to be dry land. So that's going to end this video of random things that I do around here, or gets done around here, or that I video around here, whatever it may be. Just wanted to bring you some day in the life on the farm. So give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, ring that notification bell so you get notified if